Well, good evening and welcome to the Sunday Evening Update, the place to get all your news and views about life extension from around the world and chat with researchers and advocates, people who are on the front lines of new technology. We're talking nanotechnology, we're talking artificial intelligence, we're talking life extension, all on this program. And tonight, coming up, we have Richard Leis, yes, former director of the Immortality Institute and current executive director of Humanity Plus. Yeah, should be a great interview. Richard's a great guy. By the way, I'm Justin Lowe, your host and executive director of the Immortality Institute. And I'm going to apologize right off the bat in case the show isn't up to its normal excellence because, I don't know, I'm not feeling quite right today. I'm feeling a little bit old, in fact. Last week, I think I exercised a little too much in the gym, played basketball a little too hard, and you know what? I'm getting old and I'm getting decrepit. I just had a 38th birthday a couple of weeks ago, and I'm really feeling my age. You know, once you get up to this age, late 30s, into the 40s, you notice you're not as fast, you're not as quick, you don't think quite as fast, and you can't quite do as much exercise. You can't quite push yourself as much as you used to when you were young, and that's why I'm here, and that's why I'm all for life extension and rejuvenation. Don't forget that. Well, starting out this evening, I want to update everyone on a story I've been following. I know many of you are interested in. Let's take a look here, a little graphic here. Wake Forest University. That is where Zheng Shui, a cancer researcher, is attempting to start a trial called granulocyte replacement therapy to fight cancer. Okay, and he had mentioned, and some other sources in Wake Forest University had mentioned, they were going to get a trial started with this new cancer therapy that has worked wonders in mice. Okay, you know, it doesn't always translate to humans, but hey, it has worked wonders. This is supposed to start last fall, right? It didn't. It's been a few months now. I called the FDA, I called the Wake Forest School of Medicine, the graphic you see there, and they wouldn't tell me anything. Nothing. Not a zip. And I couldn't get through to them. So I called the PR department last week, and finally they let me know that at the soonest they were going to start is May or June of this year. And it has to do with some regulations that they have to apparently yet some regulations that they have to fulfill, that they have to follow, some sort of procedures, some sort of something going on with the FDA, and they have to file a bunch of paperwork. Boy, I never realized how difficult it is to get a human trial going on some new therapy or some new drug, and this one is certainly taking a long time, which is unfortunate because it seems like such a unique, new and successful cancer therapy. Anyway, it has proven almost nearly 100% successful in mice. But I'll keep following that story. Come May or June, I'll give them another call and see where we're at. See when this is going to get started. It'd be nice to know because it does seem like a promising therapy. Something else I wanted to mention in case you didn't tune in to last week's program is that we have a new board of directors at the Immortality Institute, and here are your new directors for 2009. The new 4 that were elected: Eric Schulke, Graham Smith, Scott Miller, and Jeremy Shepard. Welcome aboard, you guys. Great to have you, and we're going to see if we can get a director meeting going at the Immortality Institute this week and kind of lay some groundwork for 2009. And an update, like we usually have, on the Folding at Home team that the Institute supports. The longevity meme team, unfortunately, still at position number 88. Yes, 88. We've been there for 3 weeks now because we're kind of in an area where we had to play a lot of catch up to the teams ahead of us. And unfortunately, one team behind us, number 89 there, Bjorn3D.com, they just boosted their point production up to 700,000 points a day, and they're going to pass us, unfortunately, within 2 or 3 days. Because longevity meme, well, we're doing well, 260,000 points per day, but they somehow they've got some more point production going with Bjorn3D. So we're going to lose a spot, but then we're going to gain a few spots in March. As you can see, the projection for how we are going to rise through the rankings over the next few weeks. Early March, we should pick up a couple of spots, and by the end of March, we should be up near position number 80. So let's keep it going. We're nearing the end of the first year of the Folding at Home prize. For those of you maybe just tuning in here tonight, haven't seen the program before, if you do Folding at Home for the Longevity Meme team, you are eligible to win prizes. Yes, check out the Folding at Home prize at the Immortality Institute website. You can find all the information there. You can win a few $100 just by using your idle computer time to contribute to Folding at Home. Okay, enough with the updates. Let me put up a graphic here of our wonderful guest here for tonight, who is Richard Leis. I'm going to bring in his audio now and welcome him to the program. Good evening, Richard.
Hello there.
And just like last week, we are going to have Richard by video as well. We had a good response last week. Tried it for the first time to get some video here going on the program. And there you see Richard Leis, former director and treasurer of the Immortality Institute. Thank you so much, by the way, Richard, for all your wonderful help at the Immortality Institute. And now, current executive director of Humanity Plus, which formerly was the World Transhumanist Association, although I don't know if the branding is all complete as of yet. At what point are we at the change in the branding, Richard?
We're still working on it. There's a new website that's on the way, and we've actually finally completed the design process, and now we're going through and fixing bugs and beginning to add content. And so we expect, hopefully in March, we'll be launching that new website with the new Humanity Plus branding.
Well, hey, that's super. And I want to remind everyone, I know a lot of people here viewing the program tonight are probably familiar with Richard, but if you have some questions about Humanity Plus or any other things that Richard might be doing, hey, we might even be able to put in a few space exploration questions toward the end of the chat. As you know, Richard is involved with HiRise out of Tucson, Arizona, and imaging with the Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter, I believe, right? Mars Reconnaissance?
That's correct.
Yeah, that's right, correct. Okay, so maybe we'll have a few space exploration questions coming up toward the end of the program. But Richard, now, as far as Humanity Plus goes, I guess the original impetus for changing the branding came last year, and there was a large grant for the WTA, the former WTA, and to get a magazine published, a monthly electronic magazine, I guess, an e-zine or e-zine, whatever they want to call it, right? And the first issue was wonderful, by the way, and I suppose we'll be having another one of those coming up this year, or this, is it going to be quarterly?
Yes, it's a quarterly publication, and actually it's been spun off to Better Humans. James Clement and his team are now working on it. We're providing content and supporting that effort.
Oh, okay, great. Yeah, that's a great use, I think, for Better Humans, that staff there, I mean, to support the Humanity Plus magazine. I see Eric asked in the text chat, which I believe Richard is following as well, about what is Humanity Plus. It is a website, I will tell Eric, just to be, Humanity Plus is an organization, but the website still is, I think, transhumanism.org. I believe. Is that correct, Richard?
The WTA website, the World Transhumanist Association, is at transhumanist.org. We actually do have a new website, humanityplus.org.
Oh, you do?
And when we'll be launching our website at that location. The WTA site is still going to remain. What I guess has been going on over the last year is an exploration of how we can spread transhumanism to a wider audience. And Humanity Plus seems a great way to do that. We're not trying to hide transhumanism, but there is some interesting approaches that you can take when you have a nice new design, a nice new branding that can help to gently introduce people to some of these ideas.
Sure, yeah, I understand that, especially, I know you worked with the Immortality Institute